I did hear a sound.
Well, I'm just waiting to see. Okay, it's on. So,
Okay.
for those on my channel, welcome everybody. François Letarte. Another session of the Dark Eye Orkland campaign. Yes, we a famous German role-playing game, and yes, so that's the 17th session. If you haven't saw the other one before, we all have a playlist. I'll put the link below on the Game Master's channel as long as on mine. So yes.
Okay. I see you're back, Chris. I hope moving wasn't too problematic.
Oh, it was, but that's okay now.
Okay. Maybe we do an extended. Or did you see the videos? Or
Not yet. I thought you were having trouble uploading them.
okay. So maybe we do an extended. Oh, actually, how much did he miss? Was it more than the last session?
I'm not sure. It feels like it. At least 2 sessions.
Yeah.
I wasn't here the session before, but you said you didn't do anything because it.
Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, then we can just do a normal recap.
Okay. Well, last week we got away from the Achaz camp with Litiki, one of them, to find a way through the north, and she suggested us to cross a plain. But you know, the dragon, we could see him from far away. We tried to cross that plain, and at some point the dragon saw us. Well, saw some of the group, and well, he was very near. He saw Alma and Garhel. No, not Garhel. Wait, Asgard.
Asgard.
Yeah, and so while trying to draw the attention of the dragon elsewhere, Gruff tried to shoot an arrow, you know, far away to have a sound, and it wasn't enough because the dragon was more intelligent than he thought it was. So, and the dragon got through our mind and talked to us. Maven had a speech with the dragon, and for some reason unknown, the dragon just got away. So we fled into another forest where we've met some kind of green monkeys who were chasing us. I think we were in their territory, and that pretty much what happened last time.
We managed to get out of their territory and they quit following us.
Yeah. At some point, we finished the session ready to sleep after celebrating just the fact that we were alive.
We saw footprints of some animal that might have been like the size of a dog. Do we think it was a jackalope or whatever like a jackalope?
Yeah.
What was that creature that we thought it was?
Yeah, and you know, Gruff was going to chase some animal to have some meat, and when he saw the trace, I think it was just too much for him for that day. So I won't chase that animal I don't know of. So yeah, that's where we are.
Okay, so I will shortly give you the map. Here we are, and there it is. Okay. Here we have your path. I had to recreate it because I forgot to save it last time.
Well, since it was recorded, should have helped you.
Yeah. Also, it wasn't too difficult. So let's give you a bit more view here. Your general surroundings. So.
Okay. No, I'm wondering. I'll ask Plitiki. Are we going to cross some other planes? And are some those other planes is patrolled by the dragon?
We must go through high grass every now and then. Forest is spotty.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, let's just go on the most safest road.
Yeah, go safe, because I think we can do a mistake twice. I think it was a mistake to cross that plane yesterday.
Oh, wait, I think I somehow started a video of Francois.
You started a video?
Apparently, I hear your voice.
Okay.
Just close a few windows that might come
Well,
question.
apparently I haven't accepted any of your requests. Google technology. Always a
Strange.
surprise. I will see. I think I'll just check out on my YouTube channel what I have so far, my videos. Just to see if I'm recording. So yeah, I'm actually on YouTube live.
Okay. Sorry. Where were we?
Yeah.
We were. Yeah, you said let's take the safest route, right?
Yeah. And I
Okay.
said that it was well. I just said my opinion. That it wasn't a good idea to cross the plain. Maybe we just should go to the east and just follow the forest line to see where it leads. The goal is just to make a map.
Get out the other side, yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, it is just yeah.
So, do we go today, or do we want to wait until the morning?
Oh, okay.
I'm fine with going today. I rather us going as quickly as possible
Yeah.
until
What time?
we're out of what?
What time of day is it?
Oh, the sun is still over the horizon. You maybe have 2 or 3 hours left.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, definitely let's move.
There's no problem just going for a few hours.
Okay. I thought that we were at night last time.
No, only the gravity of the situation
Okay.
might have suggested that. Okay, so which direction do you want to turn? East, north, northeast,
Kind of like
west?
idea of I kind of like Gruff's idea of going along the edge of the
So you back into this direction. Oh wait, I have to put a collar on. Okay, size is good. So in this direction.
yeah, just following it.
Okay, so you turn to the side where you know from passing that there is the border of the forest.
Yeah.
And if I can get this, yeah, okay. So,
Oh,
So it doesn't go very far out there.
so, and I presume after that you follow the edge.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and now you can see in this plane here. Let's make this bigger. You can see that this goes far, and that here we have right the next forest.
Okay, so it must be quite a couple of 100 meters.
Yeah, that's not very far. That's especially because this, even though it's not really forest, there's still trees growing there, so you have, and it's not as
Open.
not as open as the plane you crossed before.
Okay, I guess it can be possible.
I say go for it.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
I say go for it.
Do we hear the dragon?
Well, in this area, you always hear something that you could interpret as a dragon, especially now that you have reason to have fear of the
Yeah.
dragon.
We're still on the stress.
How long did it take us to get here, though? I mean, is the sun going down just yet?
No. This was maybe, if you were very cautious, maybe an hour tops.
We can easily get across that gap and pretty quickly then.
So let's go.
I just say to those, let's just get over there quickly. I would even suggest running.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I agree with him. You know, Mario's
So
like, let's
I
hustle
do.
over there.
So always looking at the sky, you
Yes.
make your way across and enter the other forest, back into the safety of the trees. And as you enter, you come to a halt, and you can do a perception check.
Okay.
Cleverness, intuition.
I'll do a perception check.
17, 6, 9.
Alright. Yeah, I botched it completely.
I missed it by 1.
I missed it by a lot.
I don't see a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very unaware. That's always the stats that I'm not very good at. It's
Yeah.
intelligence and intuition, so I'm like, eh.
Yeah. Well, for my part, I don't see a thing because while running, I'm always looking up at the sky
Yeah.
and trying to find another place to hide and to see, okay, he's not there. Okay, go the other place, and yeah. So I don't. If there anything around, I don't see it.
Yeah, I was completely focused on the tree line
Okay.
on the opposite side,
So
so I
you-
didn't
I
see.
just wanted to survive. I wasn't worried really about what was going on or caring. I just don't want to get killed.
I was just
So
in myself.
suddenly you run into the forest, just running out the sprint, and you come across a couple of bushes, it seems, and suddenly you feel first the shower of some things on you, some small things. And then it starts to burn slightly on your skin.
Oh.
Is it like we're being pelted with something, or is it like liquid?
It's
Is it the air? Does it feel like that the air
no,
is there's a mist? An acidic
no,
mist?
no. You ran into this forest, and you suddenly something was ejected into the air, and
I
fell down.
have one question. My health was not at maximum. Is it at maximum again?
You didn't sleep, or you didn't rest right now, so not yet.
Okay.
But
yeah,
you will sleep soon, so presumably.
We giant hogweed, didn't we? Or poison hogweed. Never mind.
So this is one point of damage.
Okay, to everyone?
Okay.
For everyone, yeah. When you look at the wounds, or rather, when you look at your free skin, you can see tiny specks of something.
I hope that's not what I'm thinking it is again. Oh.
Some kernels of something. And it seems that like the skin where these kernels have touched it have thrown what's the word? Blemishes. Is that the word?
Like boils or blisters?
Blisters. Blisters is the best word. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, wonderful. Can we see where it's coming from?
Yeah, let's try to find the source.
You can do a plant check, a plant lore check.
We know that it's a plant.
Well, I would say you at least know, and I think Maven also knows enough about plants to recognize what this stuff is.
Okay, let me.
Okay, so.
Plant lore is 6. And the stats for plant lore is CLN and DE.
I'm pretty sure I don't have plant. Wait. Even if I have it, it's probably very low. It would be in Visten.
Okay, yeah, I make it with all 6 of my points left.
Okay. So you can narrow it down to a couple of plants, and you find one particular bush, which looks like there is some sort of pocket on this thing that burst open, and which still has some of these specks in it. And you can find another one of them right next to it, which still seems to be unopened, and it's almost bursting with when you carefully notice that as soon as you come close to it, it starts ripping open.
As soon as I see that, I hold my hand up and wave it. Back! Get away from that bush!
I'm running.
I'm backing off quickly.
Well, I am too.
Yeah, so you see that these pollens are ejected into the air again. You can just back away soon enough. And you can now also see the marks on the surrounding plant life. So these pollens burn themselves into the trees as well, and into the ground. Yeah.
I will look around, see if I see any more of those bushes.
Well, they're peppered around in the
Oh, great.
in this forest. Not too densely, so you would step into it every time, but enough of them to be careful.
Do we want to go through this forest?
Well, burning plant pods that you're talking about than that dragon.
I guess we can avoid them.
The dragon will burn us in another way, if you can catch my meaning. I really am not sure where we should go at this point. I'm almost like feeling just to turn back, because once it's weird these monkey creatures, you called them. Now it's plants trying to kill us. A dragon. We have seen giant bunnies or whatever. What the hell that could be. So I don't know. I'm not feeling very confident here in general.
Okay, yeah, I can open, the way if I can, and we can just follow just in a fine line, one behind each other. I can open the way, since now I know how these plants look like. I'm used to walk and do things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can stay in here though. I would rather go through this than out there, and we'll just have to move more slowly unless absolutely necessary.
Absolutely.
I think the thing is that I'd rather deal with this weird bush. At least we could, worst case scenario, maybe we could just burn it.
Yeah.
Or just avoid it. That would be the best.
I was thinking perhaps we might stay.
If that bush starts to get out and starts following us on its roots, then I'm giving up. Seriously.
I was thinking perhaps we could stay outside of the forest and skirt the very edge of it, so we wouldn't have to be braving these awful...
Well, we know now how the bush looks like, right? So if we can recognize it, we can avoid it before we get into its area of effect.
I'm more worried about getting into a denser area of it, but certainly if we go single file, then hopefully we'll find an area.
Into what Mavon said for a different reason. We have a better chance of knowing where we're going if we follow the edge, because we know which way we came from. If we ever have to turn back, it would be far easier for us to retrace our steps.
Well, I'm going with you, leader, and I have no problems with that. It's true that we can do a quick move and jump into the forest if something happens from the sky.
Oh no, we're going to stay in the forest. We're just not going to. We're just going to keep the plane in eyesight.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to use the rest of the day to move, or do you want to make camp?
I don't want to sleep in a place where there are plants exploding. If someone sleeps and roll over one of it, it will short or
yes, that was my concern. That was my concern as well.
We can travel a little bit to find a better place to rest.
Yeah, following the edge, like we said.
Okay, then Ruff can do, if you take the lead, can do a wilderness check.
Is it plant lore?
No, survival.
Survival.
Would be.
Okay, yeah, survival, no problems. Okay, I hope it will be enough. Oh yeah, one success.
Okay, so. So here, and you find a nice little place where it seems that that these plants have already popped, so no danger from them at that point.
Someone's been here recently.
Looks when you look around, you see a lot of animal tracks. It appears.
Well, okay. So we see the rest of some plants that have already popped, as you say.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not the case that there are none, but there don't seem to be many that are still a danger.
So far, I try to remember if I know a plant like this, and if it's that kind of plant that may grow overnight.
You can do a plant lore if you want.
Did I get any of that information with my plant lore check? Or?
Well, you haven't. Well, you would remember if you had heard of some or a plant like this, especially the burning part would have been mentioned. You might believe.
I don't remember any a plant of like
Yeah.
this. I never saw something like that. So I don't know if it. Like looking at the group, I don't know if
Also,
it's a kind of-
also
Yeah.
the because you asked especially, you have you have never seen at least a plant that grows overnight.
Okay.
Well, there are some mushrooms like that or things like that.
Well,
Well,
Okay, but yeah, I think we might take the chance. Anyway, the sun is setting out, I guess.
yeah.
So I'm trying to. We'll try to raise the camp in the most secure way as possible.
Yeah, so you probably root, or the others will start to root out a couple of these plants just to make them totally clear, the area totally clear of them,
Okay.
and make a circle with a fire in the middle.
There were animal tracks, you said, because I want to check them to see if I at least recognize one of them.
Okay, then do a tracking check.
Yeah.
And I would say because you are looking for the plants, of course, I would say it's increased difficulty by 2.
So I removed 2 from my skills. Is that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I succeed with all my with no points left.
Okay. You actually come across something that is looking like a hair, just a bit bigger, which also has many burn marks on its fur. It looks like it got into these bushes and now is quite hurt.
Well, he seems quite wounded. He doesn't move.
No, he's actually seems to try to rest, just lying there.
Well, I will
Breathing
end this.
heavily.
Sorry?
Breathing heavily.
I think I will help him end his suffering, and will just take my axe to cut his head. But
Okay.
I won't eat that. I don't know what kind of meat is that.
Then, well, you don't really He looks at you shortly before you come close to him, tries to stand up, but you're too swift, and he's dead before you.
Okay. Well, it feels strange. I go back to the camp, and I have some concerns about those plants. I don't know if they're how natural they are, but even the animals are caught by their spores. And well, in my experience, animals knows those traps and are able to avoid them. Don't know what you think, guys.
That is a bit disconcerting. But he might have just stumbled in too close, not knowing its radius.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it was hunted by another predator and it wasn't thinking straight. Animals usually know poisonous plants or deadly plants often.
Yeah, well, you see, that's true. In the forest, everything has its place, and animals, animals and plants have their own territory, like the natural thing. It's just us, intelligent beings, that are not fit for this this environment.
Well, I'm guessing they earned their place, but I don't know these things that well.
Well, I didn't take a chance to bring back that hare. He was wounded by the spores. I don't know. I won't take a chance taking the meat of that animal, not knowing how healthy he was.
Who knows what might grow out of it? Well,
On the other hand, it might be pretty good, but we can't risk without knowing for sure. You're right.
It could be poisoned.
Yeah, could be that.
I pull out those berries that I had collected earlier that promote healing while you rest, and I eat one, and then I hand one to anyone else who seems to be pretty badly injured or moderately injured.
Well, I guess I'm lightly injured. I'm taking a chance that the night will heal my my burning.
I'll take one of the berries. How much do I get?
Wait, let me just look it up.
Because I got quite a bit of damage when I was almost drowning.
Yeah, me too. So, and now I got also damaged by the spores, so wouldn't be bad to get some healing.
Oh. We should have. Where is it? Where is it? There. I think. So here. Dart. Natürlich nicht.
It's lone is the
Loneberry.
Yeah, the loneberry, the Einbeeren.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a 1d4?
I think it's something like that, yeah. But wait just a second. Here we have it. It's 1d3.
Okay. Well, 1d3. There's no such dice.
Well, half a d6.
Okay, half a d6. Okay, I got a 5, so I'm guessing it's rounded down, so 2, right?
No, it's rounded mathematically, so.
Yeah, 5, 6 would be 3.
Okay.
3, 4 would be 2, and 1, 2 would be 1.
Usually it's rounded down, but okay. So I get a 3. Okay, I'm back to 30. Sweet. I would think.
And then for the night's rest, you also get a d6.
Okay, I'm
If you
put back
still
at
need
full
it.
health. I thank Mavon for the berries.
Oh, of course. That's what I was gathering them for.
Yeah.
So that puts me at full health also.
Okay, so in the morning you are awoken by the sound of the popping of these plants just farther away.
I really don't like this forest.
Hoping that this one is getting over the plants. I stand up nervously. Something maybe is coming.
I gather myself up as well and position myself behind a tree to see if I can see anything coming.
I'm looking around in this direction from where it is. Start readying my weapons just in case. My axe specifically and my shield.
I have an arrow ready.
You then hear some kind of ripping sound, and it sounds like the leaves of the trees are starting to rustle in a certain direction, just farther northwards of you.
Oh.
But yet you can't see anything.
I still stay behind my tree, just looking around the edges to see if I can see.
Well, might as well check it out what it is. So I go to the bushes.
Okay, so you.
I shout out, "Whoever you are, show yourself." I'm guessing it's an animal, but if it's not an animal,
you go a bit further down into the direction, and then you can see one of the trees moving. Apparently, it's being lifted into the air.
Oh no, it's the giant. I'm sure it's that. I begin to shake.
And actually, you see a giant hand wrapped around this tree.
I start moving back and trying to hide, and being very quiet.
Yeah.
The leaves start to rustle again, and what you can see is that he turns around and starts to walk out of the forest. You can just here and there see the image of a foot going through the forest, taking this tree behind him.
Mm-hmm. It's a very disturbing, and I'm hoping we as are more like insects to him. So I'm trying to hide so he doesn't notice me. I'm just thinking like what I've gotten myself into, like dragons, giants. Might as well be fighting gods. I mean, I have pretty much the same chances.
I try to keep behind trees and bushes, but I creep out and try to watch him.
Okay.
Just to take a look at him.
You can do perception check if you want to edge closer to him.
A perception?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to get a good look at him, I mean.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I want to do. CLNN. Oh, I failed by 2.
Okay, so you towards the or you are going towards the edge of the forest and looking out over the plain. But when you are there, you can just see him vanishing behind the next round or the next edge of the forest. But what you can make out as you watch over this plain is that there seems to be some sort of path that he also walks on. Wait, wrong window. Here. And here you can see basically this part of the path that is now laid free it's more like well, it's well tread out, so someone walks there often, and it's rather large.
I go back and report what I saw about the trail.
I say we don't go that direction.
Yes, it's good to note which direction he was heading so we can not tempt his anger.
Basically, we are, if we might as well attack the dragon if you want to attack the giant, and it's pretty much hopeless, so we want to avoid both of those forces of nature, really.
Definitely.
Yeah. Just to be safe, I really don't see why it would want to harm us, but I don't want to chance it. To be safe, I would.
If we're lucky, then it won't even notice us, but, it might get hungry.
There was those rumors that we heard back in Feck's care that it was in an irritated frame of mind now. And it might react.
He might rid us of this orc here.
Yeah, we have an orc, and it may irritate them.
And it might grow irritated with all of us and rip us all to pieces.
Yeah, we might land into his soup bowl or his stew. So I'm like, either way, it's not a good ending. So let's just avoid both of those. This place is just like really crazy. I mean, dragons and giants and bushes that attack us and weird monkey things, giant rabbits. It's just not. I might as well be flinging a stick because I might as well try to punch them with my fists. It would be the same effect for the most part.
Yeah, well, that's why we signed up. We knew that no one came back from that kind of journey.
Now we're understanding why. So let's just avoid them and be the first to come back.
Yeah, and tell those tales in some Tarwalian taverns.
Oh yeah, that's gonna make it great too.
From what Borkai said, is we have quite a bit more danger ahead of us. He said that the very ground erupts with fire. In the Orkland.
More danger. I think we got enough danger right here, but yeah, who knows?
Don't worry.
I don't know.
We aren't very far into the Orkland, so who knows what might lay ahead.
I want to face some danger that I can deal with, something more reasonable to fight or to avoid, nothing. Let's get out of this area, because this area is like, yeah. So
giants and blister bushes.
Yeah, let's not piss off whatever else might come. So let's just move along.
Okay, so again, where do you want to turn? Just northwards?
I look at Gruff and I'm like, and I look at the Akas woman and I'm like, I'm out of my element here. I'm more accustomed on the sea.
Oh.
For all I know, we go into Northwind and we will face the demon hordes or something like that. Or dancing purple elephants.
In this forest there few human live.
I see why.
No, I mean there were some.
Okay.
My father and I learned speaks. Oh, Chris is gone.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I just sent him a message to come back or anything.
I don't. He might have been having some internet problems still.
Yeah. Well, let's follow the edge like we were doing yesterday, and we don't have a choice. We're quite far into the land in my taste. We just can't go back.
Yeah. See, do we go forward or we give up? And I'm not gonna give up.
We've gone too far to give up.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's switch to another map. Do this here. So, and there. Okay, so we're currently, well, here, and basically this in front of you, I don't know how well it can be seen, but you're currently standing in this gray area. Can you see it? And there's this white area in front of you. This white area represents basically places where these plants grow thick.
Okay.
Okay. So everywhere right now?
Well, in front of you it seems like that, yeah.
Okay. Well, then we'll have to avoid it.
I will trust Gruff's navigation.
Yeah.
I'll do my best to avoid us some complications. At least if I step on one, I might be the only one to take damage. That danger.
Well, we can bring you back and we can heal you. So let's just keep on moving.
So do you want to go into the, or do you want to find a way around it? Do you want to find a way around it, or do you want to go through?
Around it.
Okay. Left or right, basically.
Well, we might as well go right because we need to head towards that direction anyway. Up and through.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's go right.
Okay, so this time you actually find some sort of path here.
What kind
this is
of
not
path?
an illusion. This is not an illusion. Looks like this once was a thread. Actually that one is a thread. Seems like it's just some route that someone takes every now and then through the forest.
Okay. The kind of a giant would take?
No, not big enough for the giant. The trees are quite dense here, so from what you've seen, he would have had to crawl if he would want to go here.
Okay. Well, I guess the road is safe, but maybe the one who made it won't be happy if we go on it.
I won't be happy if we have to go through those bushes.
Let's go on the road then.
I would prefer that, but I'm not going to be making rules. That's my opinion.
Okay. As you go along the road, you find signs of something that is put on poles here. Looks like some sort of skull that has been put on a stick.
I looked to Borkai. Borkai, is this something that is common practice of orcs, of an orc tribe that you know?
They might. It's probably here we are in territory Mokolash. They strange for orcs, living swamp.
They might be also quite strong if they can survive a swamp. I mean.
Yeah.
Is this some sort of warning that they would give? Or is this...
This could mean settlement. Or could mean shaman lives here.
We should be on our guards either way.
I didn't have a good reaction from the last orcish shaman that I met.
Well,
we have no other place to go. It seems like it's either this or the bushes or the giants.
So what do we do? Do we go into the to these orcs and what do we do then?
Well, the bushes. So far I was able to find a track. You know, if you if that skull is in feels like danger to you, I might find a track into the forest instead.
As always, I will trust your opinion on nature, Gruff.
I don't say it will be easy. It's still dangerous. But
at least I think we can fight orcs. You know, it's not like impossible. As long as they're not, too many.
So, follow the road again, or do you want to go into the forest?
We may ask. Well, we don't have a leader to talk to us right now.
Well, you did choose a leader.
Yeah. Well, he's not.
Oh, right, he's not here.
Yeah.
Okay.
But okay. What about you? Would you want to take the road or go back in the forest? I'm looking at everyone.
If we hurry along the road, we may not even run into them. But if we go through the forest, we definitely will run into those bushes.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, these bushes, they seem quite painful, and they could be quite dangerous. And if we get attacked after being attacked by the bushes, it might be a huge disadvantage, tactically speaking.
Well, let's take the road and try to be the more diplomatic.
At least we could talk to the orcs. I don't think we can talk to bushes.
Okay,
not in reason with them anyway.
I think we would have to be quite out of our mind to try that. So.
Orcs can be reasonable if.
Yeah, they can talk. They're sentient beings. They have civilization. Different, but still that. So
they may have things they may want that we can give them if we are in trouble.
Okay, so you go further along the road. Oh, wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, go further along the road, and pretty soon you encounter huts of some sort that you can see from the distance by the smoke that's coming from them.
Okay.
These round huts, you can see some brown-furred people in front of them, going between them. They, from their general build, they do look like orcs. Apparently, they have some sort of they dry fish apparently in front of their huts. So, for the moment, at least, you haven't been noticed.
Move by.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to sneak by too.
My
I'm
robe
gonna
to cover
look
my
what-
head.
what-
Sorry.
I'm gonna pull the hood on my robe up and cover over my head so they can't see that I'm an elf.
I don't have a robe.
Well, I mean that's
You're
just
not
for
an
me,
elf.
'cause-
Hide, I
yeah,
guess.
you're not an elf.
Yeah.
that's
Well,
good.
but I'm a human, so he might. Okay, the elves. I'm guessing they would hate more, but there's lots of orcs that and humans don't have any good relationships either. So
Yeah. Well, maybe we can just pass by and hope that they will not disturb us and we won't disturb them. I don't know. I guess we're not the kind of visitors they have.
let's just go by.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
hurry.
So you
If they attack, they attack. Then we can deal with it. But let's just try.
You-
If we're lucky.
you try to keep a low profile, and you all sneak about between the few trees
Yeah.
that are next to next to this way. Then you come to a point where you can see that that there are also huts on the other side. So there's no. At this point, you would have to make a sneak check to get by if you want to cross the road without being seen.
Right.
Oh, I'm good at that.
All the skill checks is all stuff. Oh, is it? Okay, that would be Schleichen, right? Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, mood.
no
Okay,
good.
let me see here.
Well, not my
Okay, I
absolute
got the
worst.
first one. I got that one really well. Intuition again. Okay, I have failed that with 2. Let me see how much I got. I got 2, so I can fix that. Good. And then dexterity. And I just make it. I have a 13 and I rolled a 13, so I just barely made it by
Okay.
using up both my points. So
Okay. Anyone fail? Oh, Chris is back. Very good.
I just made it. I used up all my points though.
yeah, both here.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
I'm not sure, but I think Francois Francois gone. Then the no,
Oh.
he's there. Okay. Francois?
Sorry. Yes, I've lost you at some point. What was it?
Did you make the sneak roll?
Yeah.
You did.
I
Okay.
failed.
Chris? I think Chris is a ghost, is he?
Yeah. I'll
Yeah,
take it.
his connection is just horrible now. Like,
His laptop died.
it looks like it. Make a burial for that laptop. I had a
Okay.
laptop like that.
Okay, so you wait for a moment when most of the orcs are either inside or facing another way, and quickly make it across here.
Okay.
And yeah, you face another problem like that rather here, which seems, this hut seems to be surrounded by sticks with skulls on them.
I'm
Is that-
assuming that's the shaman.
Is that human skulls?
Yeah, that's the question.
From far, it's hard to tell. If you want to get closer, you will have to take a look.
What type of skull was the one that we passed earlier?
That had, from the teeth, you would say it's an orc.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get past that hut too.
Okay, so you again want to sneak across the path.
Yeah.
This time, you have an easier time because nobody's really looking in the direction. Let me just. And apparently the shaman either isn't there or doesn't look out.
That's a
Okay.
good thing.
So you move along this path and yeah, follow it up until you reach a point where the path splits into two sides.
Well, I think we could go left.
Any objections
Yeah.
to that?
I don't have an objection. Let's go.
Yes,
They
that
said,
sounds good.
yeah, I'm out of my element. You are now pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So move along here. Okay. You come to another point where you can switch roads, so to speak.
Do we go
And
north?
when you look to your left, you can see a building. Doesn't look like a one of the orc huts, rather than I don't know how to say it, like Fachwerkhaus.
A Fachwerkhaus, a craft. It's like a house, a manufacturer, or like a crafting house where they craft stuff.
No, no.
Maybe I'm.
Wait. A timber house.
Oh, okay, there we go. Is it where they keep the logs, or where they actually
No,
saw?
it's one that's made out of.
Oh, okay,
Oh, like a
okay.
log cabin.
A log
Yeah,
cabin. There we go.
something like that. It's rectangular.
That would be a log cabin, yeah.
Okay.
What time of the day is it now?
Not very. It's still very early.
Oh,
You
okay.
maybe have moved. What is it? Is there? No, of course they didn't. Oh, no, that's another map. Yeah, maybe you have moved 5 kilometers or so into the
Okay.
forest.
Okay. Looking at I'm looking at the house and
Sorry, all roboty right now, and
Yeah, you turned into a transformer.
and looking
That's
at
what it
the
sounds like.
build. Show that.
uh, sorry, you're looking at the building?
Yeah, to see if it was built by humans or things like that. I'm trying to to to,
Yeah.
to
Okay.
estimate the quality of this construction.
You can. What was it? You had roof making.
Well, carpenter,
Okay, then do a roll on carpentering.
carpentry. Okay. 4 success.
Okay. So yeah, I would say it looks human-made. The roof, though, it's made from dried grass, it seems. But or rather is yeah, the dried grass has been put as an isolator on the roof, but from what you can see, it's quite moldy. So normally you would have exchanged that some time ago, maybe 1 or 2 years ago.
Okay. Don't know for you guys, but I'd like to take a look.
Might help. Let's check it out.
Just be careful. So, well, I'm going to.
I take out my scrya, so
Okay.
I don't think I've ever put it back since. Yeah, so
Okay, so now, ah,
Not the right color.
yeah. So now, okay, you move over to the house,
Yeah.
and from what you can see, seems to be abandoned. The door is swinging in its frame. On the inside, you find a human skeleton.
Okay.
and we can tell it's human, right?
Could be elf, maybe, but
Right.
it's not an orc, at least.
Right.
Oh, so we had a human living, well, maybe living here, near from Orkland.
Is there anything else?
So maybe they coexisted. Maybe they had some sort of arrangement.
It could be.
Though maybe it has gone sour.
I'm gonna go up and examine the body, see if he just died of natural causes or if he was murdered.
Judging by the skeleton, I would say so.
You can do what would that? Let's do a wound treating.
They try that too,
Wound treat.
and I failed.
Treating wounds. Okay, that's one of my good ones.
Should I roll 2? Treating wounds?
If you want to examine the body.
Yeah, I want to. Okay, let me see here. That should be knowledge.
No, it's
Wait,
craft.
no.
It's
Craft,
handcraft.
okay. Handwerk,
Craft?
yeah, makes sense, yeah. There we go. Heilkunde Wunden. Okay, I got 2 points in this. Nice.
What kind of craft?
It's treat wounds, I think.
Treat disease.
There's treat disease, treat poison, and treat wounds, I think.
Oh, any of those?
No, I mean treat wounds is the one, but...
Oh, treat wounds, okay. And if it's treat wounds, then I made it with 8 points to spare.
Okay.
I made it 2 with a couple of points to spare. Well, no, actually, no points. No, I used up my points, but I made it.
Okay, so basically what you two find is that apparently the backside of his skull has has a point where it's broken in. Though the way he's lying, he just might have fallen on something.
He died from
there's the rotten remains of something like a chest next to him.
A chest of an animal, like a human chest?
No, a man-made chest. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if he was robbed and murdered, they probably wouldn't have left the chest here, so he probably fell and broke his head.
I'm not quite sure. Maybe he just was killed, and maybe it was supposed to be made to look like an accident. Maybe it was an animal.
At any rate, he died of blunt force trauma to the head.
Yeah.
Why would they make it look like an accident?
Way out here.
I don't know, but think about it. We've seen some pretty weird stuff so far.
Granted.
But yeah, this is just speculation. So we know that he died from a blunt head trauma. The most reasonable suggestion was that he fell, slipped. But yeah.
I'll check the chest, see if it's unlocked.
Well, as I said, it's rotten. The top side has caved in. On the inside, you find a couple of apparently rotten papers. You find a couple of coins that are of Nostrian design, so you would recognize them.
I'll throw 1 coin to Uksh and 1 coin to Borkai.
What's that for?
I thought you might enjoy it.
But you will pocket it anyway.
It's for your next drink at the next inn we find.
Which might be a while.
But it's good to have goals.
Should we do something about this body? I mean, could give him at least a grave.
A burial would make us favorable with the gods for sure.
I definitely.
And we don't have nothing to lose. Yeah. We don't have nothing to lose doing that.
He should be returned to the earth.
I think Boron would appreciate that. Out of character, he's the god of death, so.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a shovel or a spade?
Do I have that?
I don't know. Let me see.
Well, what kind of a sapper do you think me for? Of course I have my spade.
Well, let's do it.
Of course the dwarf has a spade. I'm sure he's got a whole mining equipment.
Well, what he has is not so much of a full-grown spade, but it's so half long.
It's like what they have in the military.
Yeah, exactly.
You can also throw that as a weapon, or use it as a weapon.
It has sharp edges. It's almost like an axe, just made in a way that you can also use it as a spade.
Yeah, they have it in modern militaries. It's quite useful.
Zig.
Okay, so while some of you dig, what do the rest do? Do you?
I help with the digging.
I collect stones.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I don't know really what to do at this point, other than maybe help with the digging.
Okay.
Kind of out of my element here. I'm more used to being on the sea or on the battlefield, and not really anywhere like that.
I will ask Burkai just to put an eye on the road to see if we may have some visitors.
I will look. Okay. At this point, I forgot in the beginning to do something because I had promised you the Yorga saga. If you want, we can stop it at this point, and I can read you the translation, or we can go on, whatever you want.
It was a song. Yeah, we sang because we were alive.
Right, you wanted Halmar to sing it.
You could copy the text and just like put it in.
Okay.
Something for us to read.
I can do that.
I would read it later.
Okay.
I'm interested, but I'm more interested in continuing the game.
Okay. So, and then to make it short, you bury the body.
Yeah.
After you finished and are just cleaning up, Burkai comes back and makes gestures for you to step behind the house.
Oh.
I do so.
Yeah.
I sneak behind the house.
And what you can see when you look behind or around the corners is that there is a party of 6 orcs coming along the road that you have come also, taking the way to the north with spears and nets.
Oh, they're going to a hunt.
It looks like they're hunting. I'm very quiet.
Well,
I'm like,
for the Tavalians, it rather looks like fishing nets.
Oh,
they have.
Well, they're gonna hunt in the sea, so to speak. They're gonna fish.
Well, we're not that far from a river.
Yeah. Might be a good idea to get some fish. I'd like some fish myself. I didn't have some in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's maybe some sweetwater fish, who knows? We gotta be careful though, but yeah, I'm sure we can find a fish that we recognize.
Around the house we just visited, did it seem like a place that was made to live in?
Well, it rather looks like something you would store things in. There was no, there were no remains of a bed or something. So
maybe this was a place where persons came out and stored fish.
A smokehouse or something.
A fisher hut, and then they would go. There might be another house here. Makes sense.
So there was just those 2 coins and rotting papers inside of the chest?
Well, in Thorwall they have fisher huts like this, and then they would go. The fishers would store their equipment there, and then they would go home.
Well, the rest of whatever was here cannot be found.
Okay.
Right.
I'm in a dilemma. I have a feeling that we may find other clues of who was it if we follow the same road as the orc just took in front of us, but it's just running into them might not be a good idea too.
I think we could
just
take
go
them, but
straight north, go back.
I think we could take them if need be, but we could just wait for them to go there and return.
Back.
I think we should investigate, but yeah. It's up to you guys.
Investigate the house? The log cabin?
Well, the other house. There's probably another house here.
Oh, okay. So there was just 2 coins and rotten papers inside of that chest?
Yeah.
Okay. Was there any writing on any of the papers?
You can
Nothing legible.
Nothing legible. Most of it is covered by mold, so the paper is rather unreadable.
Well, should we explore for the other house?
Yeah, I say we do it.
So where do you want to explore?
Good, maybe good idea.
Sorry?
Well, maybe we could follow the other road, the one that goes kind of to the west, since the orcs are going to on the northern road, right?
Okay. So do you want to go to the southwest here? Here?
No, there. I see a road
northwest.
To the north, or basically
northwest.
Yeah, there's a northwest. Yeah.
This one, yeah.
No, there's another road like next to it.
To the northwest.
Oh,
yeah, right
this
there.
one. No, I mean that's the one the orcs took.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Then going to the north. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, going to the north.
So we get back to the crossroad and get north straight.
Yeah. Okay. So. Follow the road again for maybe 20 minutes until you reach. Well, this should be another cross.
I'd say go north.
Okay. And here the road comes between two lakes that are seemingly connected by some sort of a dam, over which or at the path goes to this dam. And oh wait, of course you can see further than that. You can see the edge of this lake, of course.
Okay. I guess we might keep the orcs on it.
Yeah, you can see that the orcs are basically waiting in this part here and are currently throwing nets out and hauling fish out, it seems.
I say before we pass the dam, we hide and wait for them to finish. What do you guys think?
Sounds logical.
Yeah, well, good idea.
Let's not force a conflict if we don't have to. And they're just, fishing, so they're not like murdering people or anything. So unless you have any special feeling about protecting the fish, we should be fine. I have fished many a day in my time and eaten many fish, so yeah.
Okay, so you wait in the trees for a couple of. Well, they take their time, And after maybe half an hour or so, you suddenly feel curiosity coming up. Very strange. Then
Okay.
you feel somewhat fearful, and then you hear something in the nearby bushes.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I turn around and look quickly to see what's in the bushes.
What you can see is maybe it looks like a shimmering, green shimmering spider.
No.
That's of the size of, well, maybe a large dog.
A spider?
A spider that walks up and down, and it seems like it's looking at you. And then you alive?
Tim? You okay, man?
Yeah, sorry, I thought I muted the mic.
I hope
No.
you're not
No,
wrapped
you
up.
didn't.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Went down the wrong tube, so to speak.
Okay.
Yeah, and as you look at this spider, you have the feeling of being seen. And then this spider turns around and scuttles away.
Might
I just,
be.
I just look in terror and I'm like, what the hell? I say really quiet, like I'm
Maybe
barely
something.
audible.
Maybe it's coming from the shaman.
I don't know what the hell it crept out of, but it's... I've never seen a spider of that size. Sheesh.
I know of no shaman using spider. We have ogre.
Yeah. I wouldn't like to run into an ogre either, but at least I know what an ogre is. This spider thing, that was a freak of nature for sure.
It seemed more intelligent than the normal spider.
Yeah, that's what worries me.
Can I do like a folklore check to see if I remember hearing anything about any legends of intelligent spiders?
You can do that. Actually, if that's better for you, you can also do a gods and cults.
Religion lore?
Or yeah, religious lore.
That's gonna be... The folklore will be better.
Okay.
I have legends.
Okay.
I have actually 5 in that, so I'm gonna try that. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I botched it. I rolled an
Right.
18 on my intelligence, and I have 5, so I
Yeah,
cannot
I
fix
did
it
it.
enough.
But you have 5 intelligent?
No, I have an 8, but I can't fix it.
Okay, I passed my folklore with
5
5
intelligence. It might as well be an animal or something. the ogre can outthink me.
That's what I couldn't believe.
No, I have an 8. I'm not very smart, but I'm not that dumb.
Okay, so what you remember is that there was, or that the universe, as far as the churches go, has different ages in which different kinds of beings are the dominators of that age. And you remember vaguely that they spoke of one age that was dominated by spiders and bugs, and that they also worshipped gods. So
The 12 gods or different gods?
well, that's up for debate.
Okay.
I'll relay that information talking about the previous era where there were spiders who worshipped gods.
That sounds really weird, but I mean, that spider looked pretty smart. He didn't attack outright.
For one of these to have survived to now.
I don't want to know. I don't want to meet these spiders. I want to get out of here. Creep me out. Any spider race that could survive whatever you describe as these eras, these unthinkable amounts of times. Yeah, I'm like...
Who?
Okay. JDR, Francois. I think his internet, he got kicked out for some reason.
I'm not sure if this will collapse now, as he was the host.
We're in a pocket universe.
Apparently.
Apparently so.
I'll watch and look in the direction that the spider went to.
Can I... okay, no, I can't invite anyone, so...
Well, it seems he's there again, but yeah. Just continue.
Okay, so... Do you want to wait further until the orcs are finished, or do you want to go on?
I say I want to go on, because I don't want to deal with the spider. That spider looks creepy. I'd rather fight those orcs. At least I know what these orcs can do. More or less. Even the shaman. But the spider, I have no clue. Well, I know this could be a baby spider, and there's a bigger spider out there.
Mavon was watching the direction that the spider went, and he looks kind of disappointed and said, "Very well. I'll go with you."
It will be, I'm sure, fascinating. Well, I don't know. You want to?
It may be too dangerous.
Well, I'm not going to be the only. I look at the other guy. I look at, well, once Gruff returns. I'm not gonna. Oh man. I look at Mavon and I said, well, I guess we could at least take a peek. I mean, if these creatures are really that rare and that ancient, might be worth checking out. But we should be careful.
Definitely, I think we should be careful. But if they have an entire civilization, imagine, of intelligent spiders that's gone unknown.
Well, we should.
Ah, there you are.
Probably. I mean, the whole point is to explore this area. So, but we really need to be careful because maybe they're not even hostile necessarily. Who knows? But
he had a look of intelligence about him, so maybe he wasn't hostile. But you never know. Intelligence doesn't necessarily equate to hostile.
But spiders are known to be predators. So, as far as I know. We might be just the flies going into his intricate net. But, yeah. I look at... Wait. Gruff, I mean, Francois. Are you back again?
Looks like he's still ghosting.
Yeah, same here. It's like his connection is bad.
There you go, yeah, it's not good.
Francois?
Right yeah.
Okay, yeah, we saw a big spider.
Is bad right now.
Yeah, you remember that. And Mavon wants to go after the spider to check it out because he said it's like there's a civilization of spiders from ancient times. So, and I'm looking at you at Gruff's right now because I don't want to decide. I'm kind of undecided. I kind of want to move forward, but I'm also kind of curious, to be honest, my character. So it's pretty amazing for me. He was pretty sheltered, for the most part. Well, other than when going to war, but the world at large sheltered, I guess.
from the strange, at least.
Just
From
want
the
to keep up with
strange,
what
yeah.
I've lost. Have we stopped the game?
What? We just discussed, or they just discussed what to do now. But I think we could stop the game now, if you think so, and do the
Yeah.
spiders next time.
We could discuss this if we go after the spiders or not.
What does Gruff think?
Okay.
Does he want to move on, or does he want to explore, see if there's more of these intelligent spiders?
We should go up north. Yeah. We just here to see what's around. And we have to go further north. I feel.
Doesn't make sense.
Very well. Who knows,
Okay.
we might run into more of them.
Okay, but I would say we do that next time, if it's okay with you.
It's okay with me.
It's fine with me.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. It was a fun game. I liked it. I'm kind of tired though, so I'm gonna be heading out.
Okay.
Talk to you later, guys.
Alright, talk to you later.
See you.
So, see you next week.
See you
Yes.
next time. See you.
Okay.
Diffusion.